Welcome to the first Meeting the Advance of HALALAN SIKOLOHIYA 2021. And this is Shyla Eagle, and I will be your host for today. And before we begin, allow me to introduce our topic of discussion for today, which is none other than... Well, you guessed it right, psychology. Alam nyo ba na psychology started as its own discipline during the 1800s? However, its root actually date back sa panahon pa ng early Greeks. And in the 19th century naman, Wilhelm Wundt and William James established psychology as a scientific and academic discipline. And now that we have a little background on psychology, it's about time that we delve into some of its schools of thought. And without further ado, let us give a warm of applause to our excellent psychologists who devoted their time only in research to better understand the behavior of people. And for our first participant, for sure kilala niyo na siya. He is well known in psychoanalysis. At ito ay isang pamamaraan kung paano malulunasan ang mga emotional mental disorders. Kilala din siya bilang father of modern psychology. At well, dito naman natin malalaman sa ating Meeting the Advance kung ang theory of psychoanalysis nga ba ay may malaking ambag sa psychology. Ating alamin at let us all welcome Mr. Sigmund Freud.
This is Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, ang nagtalakay ng theory of Oedipus complex kung saan ang mga bata ay may desire sa kanyang opposite sex parent at nakakaranas naman ng pagsiselo sa kanyang same-sex parent. Ako rin palang sumulat ng The Interpretation of Dreams at naniniwala na ang bawat panaginip ay may kahulugan. Katulad na lamang ng panaginip mo na bumalik daw yung ex mo. Naniwala ka naman.
Ouch, Dad, ha?
Wow, at mukhang may pinanghuhugutan nga ang anak na Mr. Freud at sana nga magkatotoo na bumalik ang ex mo. Char! Pero kidding aside, bago ang lahat, I receive a text message at magpapa-shoutout daw sila. So, hello naman dyan kay Mr. Ivan Pavlov and Mr. John B. Watson. And OMG, silang part ng second force ng psychology, which is the behavioral psychology. They really contributed a lot. Unfortunately, hindi sila maka-attend due to Mr. Pavlov's dog and Mr. Watson's white rat as well as little Albert. Hoping na next time po ay makaka-attend na kayo. And okay, next. Para sa ating next participant, he is considered as the father of humanistic psychology. But first, ano nga bang humanistic psychology? It is considered to be the third force in psychology and emerged during the mid-20th century. It emphasizes the individual qualities of a person as a whole. O, diba? And going back sa ating second participant, he also has a famous contribution, hierarchy of needs, theory of motivation. Siya na nga ba kaya may pinakamalaking ambag? Let's find out and let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Abraham Maslow.
Good evening, folks. Once again, I am Abraham Maslow, the one and only father of humanistic psychology. And ako nga pala yung person na naka-realize that people are motivated by their needs. And every time a basic need is fulfilled, mas nagiging motivated tayo to pursue higher level needs. O, saan ka ba? Napaka-positive talaga pakinggan ng aking concept. Talagang pinagtutuunan ng pansin ang ikabubuti ng bawat tao. Hindi yung katulad ng iba dyan, may halong hidden desire sa kanilang magulang.
Nagpaparinig ka ba?
Well, kung natamaan ka, edi sorry.
Oops, sandali. Mangyari lamang na isang tabi po muna ang pagpaparinigan at paghahamon ng away dahil meron tayong segment para dyan later. At sa ngayon ay tutuon muna tayo sa introduction ng mga panauhin. And having said that, let's move on to our next psychologist. Our third participant is known for her theories of neurosis. At ayon sa kanya na kapag hindi daw na-meet ang needs sa childhood stage, basic anxiety and basic hostility can arise. Malaki kaya ang ambag niya sa world ng psychology? Let's see and let us all welcome Baka and Horney.
Hello everyone! My name is Horney. Yes, Horney ang banggitin. Hindi yan kung anong iniisip niyo ah. Anyways, this world can be cruel sometimes, pero dapat balance lang ang pag-utilize sa mga coping mechanism strategies to combat our basic anxieties. Regarding naman kay Freud, si Freud ba naman talaga? Napaka-questionable niyan eh.
Oh, ako na naman nakita nyo. Aminin nyo na, mga fans ko talaga kayo.
Oh my God, Freud, please no, in your dreams.
Alright, and thank you to our third participant. And moving on, we have here... tama ba itong nababasa ko? His daughter is one of our participants din pala. And nakakaloka ha. She is the one who expanded her father's work pala. Well. Siya na kaya ang may pinakamalaking ambag? She is the youngest daughter of Sigmund Freud. And let's give it up to Miss Anna Freud.
Anak ko yan. Bunak kay Ana. Proud daddy.
Sir, I understand that I appreciate your enthusiasm, pero pagsalitan po muna natin si Miss Anna. Okay?
I apologize for my behavior just now. Carry on, Ana.
Thank you for cheering me up, Dad. Alam niyo kasi, at first, I hesitated joining this HALALAN 2021. Pero kasi itong si Daddy, he was so excited. Dalawang Freud na lalaban para sa halalan. So, win-win, right?
Very well said, participants, at grabe, napaka-competitive nilang lahat. Kaya naman wag na nating patagalin pa at dumako na tayo sa first part ng ating meeting de avance, ang debate. Ang segment na ito ay tinatawag na Sino ang mas angat? Sino mas may ambag? Bibigyan namin kayo ng 30 seconds lamang upang ipagtanggol ang inyong mga sarili at hiyakatin ng mga manonood na kayo ang mas may malaking ambag sa psikolohiya. Tandaan na hindi dapat pwedeng magpersonalan pero maaaring magkatuwaan. Are you guys ready?
Yes!
Okay, at mukhang excited na sila, kaya naman simulan na natin. And 30 seconds start now.
Guys, ako na. Total ako naman na may pinakamalaking ambag dito. I develop a topographical model of the mind. These 3 levels of the mind look like an iceberg. An iceberg. It consists of id, ego, and superego. Siyempre, let's start with id. Ito yung instincts natin. Kaya sa mga babae dyan, hindi naman sa pinag-overthink ko kayo Pero kung nararamdaman yung niloloko kayo, malay nyo, totoo yun. Joke lang. Pero itong ego naman, ito yung pumapagitna sa away ni id at superego. Ang superego naman, yun yung moral natin. So, paano ko nga ba nasabi na may malaking contribution ito? Kasi these 3 are not really physical parts of the brain, but instead a hypothetical conceptualization of our essential mental activities that may exist.
Mama mo, Freud. Marami raw yung contribution. I-infamous ka nga, diba, dahil sa mga concept mo regarding sa unresolved issues mo with your mother. At saka, dahil nga dito sa unresolved issues mo with your mom, napaisip ako Bakit kaya si Anna inadapt yung theory of psychoanalysis mo sa mga bata? Is it because she also lacked the care from her mother? Just like you, Mr. Sigmund Freud?
Ay, naunsong tumamat. Asawa ko
As far as I know din, kahit kilala and interesting ang theory of psychoanalysis mo, it's so controversial. Duh!
Grabe, Mr. Maslow and Miss Horn. Ay, hindi ko po akalain na palaaway kayong dalawa considering the notion of your theories. Idagdag ko rin, I adapted my father's theory because I noticed that these kids who are not getting any care or attention are much more vulnerable. At hindi ba't ikaw na ang nagsabi, Mr. Maslow, na kapag hindi na-satisfy ang needs ng isang tao, ay hindi siya makakapunta sa next level? Just like kids.
Wait lang po. Hindi po pinahihintulutan ang kaharasan sa programang ito. Also, reminder lang po to keep our discussion away from personal matters. Having said that, let us proceed. At mukhang Mr. Freud raised some good points. Let's hear what our second participant has to say naman, shall we? Mr. Maslow, you have 30 seconds to present your answers. The floor is yours.
Ang focus ng theory ko ay motivation that compels people to maintain a goal-driven behavior and achieve self-fulfillment. It is centered on growth and development. Ito ay nakafocus sa mga factors na kung ano nagpapasaya sa kanila, kung ano yung kanilang motivation, at kung paano nila ito nakakamit. Iyan ang mga bagay na binibigyang pansin ng theory of motivation. Dahil mahalaga sa akin na happy at healthy ka.
At talaga nga namang pinaglaban din ni Mr. Maslow ang kanyang theory of motivation. And for our next participant, Miss Karen Horney, you also have 30 seconds to present your answer. And you may start now.
Alam nyo guys, the world is overly competitive and antagonistic, making a person feel powerless and separated from it, even causing fundamental anxieties. That is why people tend to use coping mechanisms. Kaso, maaari naman masobrahan sa pag-rely on our coping mechanisms ang mga tao, di ba? When they overuse it, it can take on the appearance of a need. That is why, dapat hindi tayo sumobra sa pagdepend sa mga strategies na ito. And that is the point of my theory. In addition to what I've said earlier, I totally disagree with Mr. Freud's concept of penis envy and his perception of women. For me, women and men are fairly equal outside of cultural restrictions. Marami siyang ini-impose na groundless standard and norms ang lipunan sa mga kababaihan tulad ko. Imagine that.
Bakit ako? Bakit parang kasalanan ko? Parang kasalanan ko. But it is true that some females do have penis envy. Hindi ba't sinasabi niyo na minsan gusto niyo maging lalaki dahil kami yung mas may advantage?
Ay nako Freud, hindi ka ba nakikinig? Yung advantage na tinatawag mo, it's only because of the unfair norms set by the society. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So mukhang nagkakainitan na naman ang ating dalawang participant at dyan muna kayo at magpalamig. Kaya naman, Miss Anna Freud, let us hear your theory. You have 30 seconds to explain your side.
Daddy, chill. Baka magpainom ka ng maintenance mo dito. For my concept, I expanded my father's theory. I am really fond of kids. One time nga, sinabi ko kay Daddy na gusto ko ng bagong kapatid dahil hilig ko ang mga bata. That's why I created another field, which is child psychoanalysis, and developed techniques to treat children. I also noticed that the symptoms for children is different from adults, so mas mahirap i-diagnose ang mga bata dahil iba't iba ang behavior ay pinapakita nila. That's all. Thank you!
Hi, hello Miss Anna. I have a question now. So, do you believe that children has a desire towards their opposite sex parent? Just a question.
Well, I grew up really close with my father, but I didn't have any desire towards him during my childhood. Siguro I have this preference na paglaki ko, yung mapangangasawa ko is katulad ni Daddy. But any desire, wala. So, my answer is no.
Sobrang simple ng pahayag na sinabi ni Miss Anna. And thank you participants for giving your sentiments about your theories. At kita naman kay Miss Horney and Sir Freud na napaka-competitive nilang dalawa. And with this, all our participants have managed to give their stance and elucidate their theories, maging ang kanilang mga naging ambag sa psikolohiya. And one thing is for certain, naging valuable ang lahat ng kanilang contributions sa pagyabong ng field of psychology. At bago tuluyang matapos ang ating programa, maaari bang magbigay ng short statement ang bawat isa na sa tingin nyo ay tatak sa isipan ng mga tao? Of course, isang way na rin ito para kayo ang iboto para sa Halalan Sikolohiya 2021. And let's start with Mr. Freud.
Suppressing one's desires can lead to anxiety and repression of feelings. Kaya dapat hindi tayo matakot humayo at maghayag ng tunay na darama. Kung gusto mo umamin sa crush mo, umamin ka na. Mamamatay din naman tayong lahat.
Achieving all the needs in the hierarchy methodically may eventually lead to self-actualization. Once again, a friendly reminder to fulfill all your needs one at a time. Upang maiwasang mas slow mongkot ang buhay.
Love at affection ay ipanamdam. Basic anxiety at hostility ay iwasan.
Mother figure is very important for children's development. We should never let them feel alone so that they can find their purpose in life. Kaya naman, kung ako ang iboboto ninyo, ako ang tatayong ina ng psikolohiya.
Nakita nyo naman na napakahusay at napakaganda ng mga final words na iniwan sa atin ng participants. Sino kaya ang mananalo sa Halalan 2021? Si Mr. Freud kaya? Or si Mr. Maslow? Or baka naman si Miss Horney? Or si Miss Freud? And now, only one question still remains. But this time is essentially for the audience and viewers to contemplate. Sino sa tingin nyo ang mas may ambag? Again, this is Shiley Igaw, your host for today's Halalan Sikolohiya 2021. Sino mas angat? Sino mas may ambag? At nagpapaalala sa inyo na bumoto ng wasto sa paparating na eleksyon. Paalam!